Systole means contraction. So here, cardiac cycle have three phases: atrial systole, ventricular systole, ventricular diastole. The first thing you people need to remember here, systole means contraction. Contraction. So atrial systole, what is the meaning of atrial systole? Yeah, very good. Contraction of atria. Diastole means, yeah, relaxation. Diastole means relaxation. Okay. Chill. Let's start. Let's start one after another. So first of all, I am introducing atrial systole. All the issues related to the atrial systole at a glance on one screen, it will come. Okay. Atrial systole. So first of all, we'll write what is it? What is it? Yeah, contraction of atria. We'll write it as contraction of atria. Okay, we define. Okay, now next, how does it happen? That means with due relation to the heart, we have to say electrical impulse is created where? Yeah, electrical impulse is created at sinoatrial node. Whatever the electrical impulse is created in the sinoatrial node is just spreaded over all over the atria with the help of, yeah, that sequence we have to write SCA node first. From the SCA node, intercalated discs, which the cardiac muscle fibers are having in between them. Intercalated disc, one cardiac muscle fiber with another cardiac muscle fiber, intercalated discs are present, where they are spreading all over this particular contraction. Okay, so contraction of atria, we said. And how does it happen means that we call it as when electrical impulse is created in the SCA node, it will spread all over to the all over the atria, all over the atria, it is spreaded over. Okay, next, one more interesting thing here. How was recorded, how it was going to be recorded in electrocardiogram, ECG. So full ECG will come in the end, but till the time, let me draw individual. So that means when electrical impulse generated in the SCA node, when atrial systole is happening, that will generate a small wave, the wave which is generated here called P wave. P wave. Okay. So that P wave can be represented technically in the form of atrial depolarization. This is nerve language. Normal language, we called it as contraction of atria. In heart language, we called it as atrial systole. Then electrical impulse language, we are talking about the same as atrial depolarization, P wave. Now, what happening? What that means? What is the result of atrial systole? Here we have to see. So, what actually that particular atria did? They are collected blood from body parts. Atria collected blood from body parts with the help of superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, isn't it? Next, right atria. What about left atria? It is collected blood from pulmonary vein, lungs with the help of pulmonary vein. So now what happens when the atria contract? When the atria contract, the atrioventricular aperture, we said. Did you remember? Aperture. The atrioventricular aperture, through the right atrioventricular aperture, blood reaches to the right ventricle. To the left atrioventricular aperture, blood reaches to the left ventricle. That we have to understand. Okay. So that means what is the result of atrial systole? If it is asked over, what we need to say? Blood move from right atria to right ventricle, left atria to left ventricle. Okay, this is the result. Okay, left atria to left ventricle. How much time it will take over in normal time? That means here we can say it is about 0.1 second. Atrial systole will take time of 0.1 second. Okay. Then this is the information here. Due to the contraction of atria, blood flow, 30% of the blood flow will occur from right atria to right ventricle, left atria to left ventricle. What is this 30%? I'll say in the end. Right atria to right ventricle, left atria to left ventricle. That's it. Is it clear on full screen of atrial systole? See all the issues at glance. Time taken for these. 0.1 second. And how it was generated. When electrical impulse generated in the SCA node, it was happened. So how it is recorded on the ECG? Like in the form of P wave. What is it called? Atrial depolarization. Systole nothing but in this case we have to understand it as depolarization. What is the result? Blood from right atria to right ventricle and blood from left atria to left ventricle. Okay. Next, the second one. Second one. What is the second one? Ventricular systole. Ventricular systole. Okay, so as usual, first of all, we need to write here what is ventricular systole. What is ventricular systole? We'll write here. What is ventricular systole? Yeah, contraction of ventricles. I am writing. Then how it was happened? That also we need to write. How it was happened electrical impulse wise. This is the heart. And yeah, from sinoatrial node to atrioventricular node. From atrioventricular node to bundle of His. From there to the Purkinje fibers. Let me write the sequence here. From SCA node to AV node. Okay, from AV node to bundle of His. Bundle of His to Purkinje fibers. Purkinje fibers. Then from Purkinje fibers to, as usual, the cardiac muscle fibers are interconnected each other by intercalated disc. So this is the sequence. What do you call it as? We say this as ventricular depolarization. We call it as ventricular depolarization. How it is going to be recorded on ECG? How it is going to be recorded on ECG? That let me show you first of all the previous one. This is called P wave. And now we are going with QRS. We say this as QRS complex. QRS. Okay, so in ECG, QRS complex. It is recognized as ventricular depolarization. We need to say it as ventricular depolarization. Now, what is the result that we have to see here? As already we said, right ventricle received the blood from right atria, left ventricle received the blood from left atria, whereas right ventricle, by the contraction, right ventricle pumping the blood to lungs. Yeah, very good. Left ventricle pumping the blood to body parts with the help of pulmonary aorta, left systemic aorta. Very good. So many times we are seeing pulmonary aorta and left systemic aorta. But imagine when ventricles come in contraction like this, when the pressure increases in the ventricles, when ventricles come in contraction like this, there is a possibility here blood may go here also. Isn't it or not? There is a possibility. Then close here. Close the door. Yeah, that means during ventricular systole, it is essential that tricuspid and bicuspid valves should be closed. Why?
The blood will flow backward.
Yeah, to prevent, need to be close for what? For what means need to be close for what? Answer it. For what?
The blood will not flow backward.
Yeah, to prevent the backward flow of blood. To prevent the backward flow of blood from
Right.
yeah, to right ventricle to right atria, left ventricle to left atria. Here tricuspid valve is there, here bicuspid valve is there. Okay, so what do you say this as? We call this as lub. Closure of the tricuspid and bicuspid valve create the sound called lub. Okay, now let me ask. On screen you have a diagram for imagination to answer. Lub sound created during. You have on the screen our heading. During ventricular systole. Lub sound created by the closure of.
Tricuspid valve and bicuspid.
Yeah, tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Okay. Lub sound for what? Yeah, to prevent the physiological activity, to prevent the backward flow of blood from right ventricle to left atria and left ventricle to right atria. Is it clear? Then time taken for this is 0.3 seconds. You see, the time taken for this is 0.3 seconds. Okay. Next, the last one we call ventricular diastole. Yeah, ventricular diastole. Interestingly, at the same time, atria also going for diastole. That's why it is also called atrioventricular diastole even. That all that applications which we will see in the next class, all that various issues are there. The primary information I am providing today, primary information that related to this, there are a lot of applications, and we are going to get enough good applications in the NEET. Last 2-3 years trending, if you observe, that we are going to get various types of applications in this area. So that's why need to be much careful. Okay, let me say, what is ventricular diastole?
Relaxation.
Yeah, we call it as relaxation of what? Ventricles. Yeah, relaxation of ventricles. Okay. What next? What next? What we wrote here, as usual, we need to write. Is there any electrical impulse required? For contraction, we required electrical impulse. For relaxation, no electrical impulse, isn't it, Anand? That means withdrawal of the electrical impulse. So that we can say is recorded in the form of T wave. Recorded in the form of T wave. An ECG electrocardiogram, it is recorded on T wave. Now let me show the total thing to you. This is P wave and this is Q wave and QRS complex, then T wave. Okay, so you might have seen over so many times in the movies like this. So what is this? P wave. This is QRS complex. This is T wave. Like this means your heartbeat is going on, means like this. At least a layman even can recognize only one thing. If it go parallel line, people died, patient died. They can understand, isn't it? Yeah, a normal person don't know what is that ECG, but he understand when line is going straight. Okay. Yeah, line is going straight. That he'll understand easily. Okay, so now no death here. We are talking about the life. Yeah. So this is the complete wave. P wave, QRS complex, and T wave. So that ventricular diastole I just shown over to you. That was shown in the form of T wave. A straight question that only we are going to get in examination. What is P wave? What is QRS complex? And what is T wave? Okay. Sure. Then next, ventricles, what we said, relaxation of the ventricles, isn't it? Let me show you the diagram. That ventricles are now relaxing. When ventricles are relaxing, there is a danger. What's the danger?
will come back.
Yeah, blade may come back.
So you valves are there.
Yeah, do we have any valves here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have semi-lunar valves.
Lunar valve.
Close the semi-lunar valves by creating a sound called dub. Okay, now the question is, dub sound created during?
Relaxation of ventricles.
Very good. At ventricular diastole.
Ventricular diastole.
By the closure of
Semilunar valve.
semi-lunar valves. Dub sound created by the closure of semi-lunar valves. It is to prevent.
Backflow of blood.
Yeah, it is to prevent backflow of blood.
Right atrium,
Hmm.
right ventricle and left ventricle.
Backflow of blood from to, you have to say, from pulmonary aorta to right ventricle.
Right.
Yeah, from left systemic aorta to left ventricle. This is pulmonary aorta, this is left systemic aorta, and this is right ventricle, this is left ventricle. Writing in abbreviated because so many times we have seen this. Chalo. So this is about the ventricular diastole. Here, time taken for this is 0.4 seconds. Totally, how much time it's over till the time? 0.1, 0.3, and 0.4. Isn't it? 0.1, 0.3, and 0.4. Yeah. So that what you can say here, the 0.8 seconds. So ventricular relaxation, ventricular pressure declines, ventricular pressure decreases. Further, the AV valves, that what do you say that AV valves, who are AV valves? These are, they get open actually. Okay, AV valves are open. Who should open by the pressure in the atria exerted the blood. During this particular time, 70% of the blood will come from atria to ventricle. This portion only we are going to discuss in the coming class. That this particular issue only we are going to discuss in the coming class, and need to do some cardiac output problems also. That stroke volume, cardiac output, all that related issues, applications here we need to go for. Then this is the cardiac cycle. So let me say once again, total time taken for this 0.8 second. For atrial systole, traditionally 0.1 second. Ventricular systole 0.3 second. Ventricular diastole 0.4 second. The wave registered here P wave. The wave registered here QRS complex.
QRS.
Very good. Then here
T wave.
T wave. Wave registered here T wave. So it can be like this, it can be like this, and it can be like this. Fully the P wave, QRS complex, and T wave. P wave, QRS complex, and the T wave. So likewise, it will go on. Heartbeats will go on like this, like this. They show here, but a complete heartbeat will be like this. Okay. So then 0.8 seconds is the time to be taken for this, that you people need to remember. And there are so many other issues are also there related to the cardiac cycle that we need to go with them. Cardiac output. So today we'll see cardiac output, and problems related to the cardiac output we'll discuss tomorrow. Problems related to the cardiac output. What is cardiac output? Very interesting thing here. Amount of blood coming out from the ventricles for one particular stroke, we can say cardiac output. Okay, that means here amount of blood coming out from the ventricles. Let's talk about left ventricle. How much time that means how much amount of blood is coming in 1 minute time, 60 seconds time. How much blood is coming out from the heart? Okay, the volume of blood pumped out by each ventricle. Definition wise, volume of blood pumped out by each ventricle. Each ventricle in the duration. What duration? Yeah, no. In the duration of 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, each ventricle per minute, 60 seconds. For that, we need to see here in one heartbeat. That means when ventricle contracts, in one heartbeat, how much blood will go out? That we need to see. 70 ml will go out. 70 ml, which is called as stroke volume. Means one stroke, how much blood is going out? 70 ml. So then with that, you can calculate easily. Cardiac output means stroke volume. That means here for every stroke, how much blood is pumping out into number of heartbeats per minute. Normally from your childhood onwards, if anyone asks you how many number of time your heart beats, what do you say?
70.
Yeah, 72. That's why we start from traditional one only. 72. Sorry, stroke volume. How much the stroke volume? Now I say 70. For one stroke, 70 ml. The number of heartbeats per minute, 72 beats per minute. Okay. Sure.
5,000.
Yeah, 5,040. Traditional answer will get. There are so many problems to do here. We'll do the problems tomorrow. Cardiac output equal to stroke volume and into number of heartbeats per minute. 70 ml into 72 beats per minute. We can say that what is 5,040?
Cardiac output for 1 minute.
Yeah, within 1 minute, how much blood is coming out?
5,040 ml.
Yeah, okay, leave that 40 ml, 5 liters, isn't
5
it?
liters.
Yeah, with these, you have to understand that. You have to understand that how much blood present in the human being in general? 4.5 to 5 liter, 5.5 in between. If you take average 5 liter, you have to understand the total blood present in the body. Human itself have 5 liter. The total blood present in the body, at least one time is coming to the heart and for attendance with what duration?
1 minute.
Yeah, within 1 minute. For every 1 minute, the total blood present in the body, they have to give attendance to the heart. You just imagine the importance of the heart. A small fist-shaped structure in the thoracic cavity, mediastinum cavity. The space between the lungs we call mediastinum cavity. In that small space, a particular small organ located, and is a master. All because taking attendance for the whole blood present in the body, for what, that how much in what duration of time. So I am good at least. I am asking your attendance for every 1 hour in a day. That now I asked over, tomorrow after 24 hours I will ask you. But heart is asking attendance, come for every 1 minute and make your attendance and you go. So that you see the importance of the heart. Okay, so this is cardiac output. Actually not over, because on cardiac output we have a surprising question in the last year NEET. So that's why we need to not to get surprised over. Not to get surprised over means we need to practice lot of problems, multiple dimensional issues, practices required over that we'll do tomorrow.